It was a very intense first days. I felt really good actually. It was good to live this moment with the team. Now I have a pretty good picture of what we do here, what we have to do, what must be improved, what must be done. And yeah, I'm super glad to get to work. As a team, I really hope I'd be able to get closer and closer to the staff and the players, to get better at what I do, like making sure everything's in great conditions and to be sure like they can practice hard, they can be comfortable when we have match days and everything, and do their best if they can work in the best conditions possible.
I don't think that losing to NYXL, even though they are one of the best teams, I'm not too demoralized by it or feel like, oh, we're just like a mid-tier team now because we're just not there yet. Once we're able to like translate practice to stage like one-to-one or be even better on stage, I think that the schedule wouldn't really matter that much. I think we could handle tougher opponents.
We play with each other enough times, you go through certain things which, I don't know, just improves you as a team. You go through hard times where you grow as a team, you go through and you experience different types of things team throw at you, and like you just know, you just click. It's like, okay, we've done this before, we do this. But with newer teams, it's kind of like you have to like go through that to learn from it.
So I would say that I probably have more inside information about that team than most. A lot of like what's going on in their organization and internally on their team, like it's kind of been bad for morale, I'd say, for them. I'd say that their mentality has kind of shifted like entirely, where they all seem to be way more into it, like taking it way more seriously. It's just up to them. Like the limit is what they want it to be. So.
And Houston Outlaws with 2 quick kills, gonna make it a third. Danye getting overwhelmed, and this has got to be it here now for Houston Outlaws.
Then comes the EMP to strip the shields off.
Does he wait for Dante to open it up, or does he see a chance here and just come right over the top point blank? That's exactly what he's doing. And it's a bit greedy there. It's a bit greedy there for Jake. Gonna have to find some value here as Boinka's got the wings out. Jake, there it is. There it is. Danye with the follow-up shots, getting the job done. Nico with the EMP. Goodbye, Raucus. Jake is gonna be gone as well. And that's it. Paris tying it up. 2-2 on their home map. Gonna cut them in half. Doesn't quite work. Jake with the rocket. Oh, that's not what you want to bring. No, you do not want to bring that tire closer to you. There's Linkster to pounce on him. Everybody getting wiped out on the side of Paris.
A nice barrier from Cruz keeps his team alive, and Dante goes down. A counter EMP coming in. Paris looking to end this map right now.
Instant. Oh, perfect play from Finzi. Sets it up. Finzi with the D-Matrix. Still 2 kills coming through for the Houston Outlaws.
I don't think it's going to matter. The minefield does drop Finzi as well, and coasting, nearing victory.
Flames from above.
Oh, so sick. That's how you do it.
Today, at least, as usual, you guys played together. Okay, we just lost to another team. We have another game in 3 days, so we have 2 days of practice, and the third day we are playing Boston, and that's the game we have to focus on. We keep going, and that's the only things that matter.
Paris has had a pretty good stage, all things considered, after a rough stage 1 and 2, unable to make playoffs. So they've really come into their own. They play the Sombra pretty well. They've finally solidified who their best Zarya player is. And, you know, they look comfortable, they look happy today walking on the stage.
Shatter going to be dropped in, doesn't catch anything on the side of Paris Eternal. Cruz is going to be hacked out, so can't use that beat yet, but 3 kills instantly go the way of Paris Eternal. Shatter comes down from Ben Best of this overtime bar as that starts ticking away. Lands up onto the high ground as Blase, and the first round goes to Paris. EMP out from RCK, manages to find multiple members on the side of Paris Eternal, but they need to clean up. He's going to get shield bash taken down, and the map will close. Paris Eternal now leading 2-0. Oh, the barrage coming down from Keller Hex. He needs that one to hit a bit more, but it hasn't happened, and Danye just scoops the pharmacy kills.
The perfect hero to pick for this comp.
Yeah, takes him out. That's as far as they'll get. Finzi nearly out of the mech now, going to be taken down. Cruz, sliver of HP, trying to hold out hope. Transcendence used by Ingod. OT ticks away, and Boston pull it off. They buy a little bit more time here. RCK, though, he gets another EMP built up throughout the duration of that overtime fight. Cruz already has a major advantage as far as ult charge is concerned with those sound barriers. Nano used from Aimgod, but the cleanup is still coming through. Paris Eternal looking to get that first cap yet again.
Great start here.
The barrier from Kellex is a little bit too late. And no Transcendence available for the Zenyatta. Close to 50% on the board for Boston Uprising, but Paris Eternal, they regain control. Transcendence now out from Aim God. Danye, he's got the grab. He drops it, the Shatter comes through. He catches 3 members. Greg gonna be gone. Danye cleaned up. Benfest, Vinci! The rest of them hacked. The team killed it, finish it. Boston Uprising, they do it again the 5th time this season. They reverse sweep the Paris Eternal.
And the losing streak is over for the Boston Uprising. What a turnaround.
Going down at the end of that game 5, and that's the reaction that you know all the players are feeling. Not the first time we've seen.
In that moment when you're like losing over and over again, you're still putting in that same amount of effort, or you feel like you're being hard done by something else. Like it's super easy just to be like angry in that moment, or like feel like you have to like hit a desk or something. But people watching back home don't understand like how much time and like effort's put into like these games. They just watch a game and they like, watch like an hour or so and like like, they're terrible, but I don't see the 10 hours, 12 hours of work put in every single day, like the grind that we put in.
I'm not angry. I'm really just devastated. Because I know you are better than them. I know we are better teams than them. We made mistakes macro-wise. But when we started to get too excited to win or lose, both, we lost because of mental today. It's true. We learn from each other. We try to understand how my mate is working to make a good balance between my vision and his vision. But when we get too excited here, there is no space for sharing vision. It's just everyone trying to save the game. Going too deep or not committing enough on sometimes, like it was not coordinated. That's why we lost. We just gave them the confidence they needed to be decent, and then we lost against ourselves. But doesn't mean we have to stop. Because we built something great, so don't destroy it. That's the only thing I want. We don't destroy it. We keep what was good. We improve on what was bad. We don't do the same mistakes. Okay, boys?
Yes.
Are you in this?
Yes.
Go back up.
At the end of Boston, like we were all stressed and the communication was not good. So like it was the same as stage 1, I think. But we work hard for not doing that again. So we'll see what happens.
The players do not give up. Like okay, we lost this stage playoff, but there is a big picture we have to take in consideration. So we have to give our best to win this one, even if it's going to be a challenge, because Seoul is a really good team. But yeah, we want to take as much maps as possible. I don't care if it's 4-0, 3-1 for us, or if we lose 3-2 or 3-1, whatever. I just want us to go back on track and be the team that we are, and not doing the same things that we did against Boston.
But guys, we do have another match coming up now, and it's an interesting one here. Paris Eternal going to be going up against the Seoul Dynasty. Benfest pushes forward. Shatter's still ready to go for the side of Paris Eternal. They get the flip. And now we're into overtime with 3 members still dead on the side of the Dynasty. Michelle trying to tag in to help keep him alive. Chexay manages to find Vinci, but Vinci gets Chexay. A 1-for-1 in that trade, but Michelle comes up with 2, takes down 1. And now Danye going to be eliminated. Vinci taken down. The OT plummets. The Dynasty, they take it 2-1. Sound barrier used by the Paris Eternal. Bionade only connects onto 1. Benfest, he is more than healthy, still swings away. They're still playing forward. They have a Dragon Strike they're trying to combine maybe. This time the EMP manages to catch 4. Vinci and Benfest both under severe fire. Greg going to be taken out by the Dragon Strike. The front line broken. They take their way up to victory. A 2-0 lead now in the series for Seoul Dynasty.
Every map is important for the long run. It's not over after this. It's not the end of your career. It's not the end of the season. We still have a lot of games. So just go on stage, enjoy it, and show what you're capable of.
Will be able to come out on top, not allowing that draw to come through. Seoul Dynasty, they want those points, they will have them. They have the series, and now they have a 3-0. Grab is taken down, Vinci finds the kill. Barrier comes out from Jackson, the EMP immediately takes the shields away. inches from the finish.
Very impressive stuff here by Paris. In this very tough situation, they're able to turn the fight despite not having...
Let's go! End of the stage. We didn't lose playoff on this game, boys, okay? So don't be mad about this one. It was really close every time. Indeed, we made some mistakes, and for sure, it could have been way different. And we know that we don't want this to happen again. Our old demons came back, and we don't want this, but we learned again. We learned. And every stage we improved. Whatever the score on the ranking is, we improved every stage as a team. But the only thing I want is you guys to rest and go back with the same spirit we built, the spirits that made us improve. Everybody worked hard, and we have a last stage that we want to enjoy and that we want to win. So good job, boys, and enjoy the rest. You deserve it.